Yeah, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the Chiefs. I think one of the things that was interesting.
Hold on,
One
man.
of one
Stop
of the, one of one of
it.
one of the things that was interesting about when Sean and I stopped recording last year is
Oh
it was
my
right after
God.
it was right before the Super Bowl was our last episode, and we actually watched the Super Bowl together. We all know that Sean is a big Patrick Mahomes hater. Doesn't
This
believe in
is
the
not
guy.
true, by the
He he,
way.
sla- he slanders Mahomes at every opportunity that he gets. Um, and I actually got to watch that game with Sean, and I was thinking that we come back, do an episode, he'd take his victory lap. He didn't get to, but it's all good. But I think the Chiefs heard the noise. I think a lot of people were waiting for them to lose. I've never seen a team that it looks like no one wanted them to get that three-peat. It's like everybody was dancing on the grave. This is what we thought. They're overrated. La da 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 da. I think it's been a quiet off season for them. Obviously, they had the ESPN
Has it?
documentary.
It's been a
Oh,
quiet off. So
wait.
just
They
so we're
had
clear.
the ESPN quieter than usual. They had the ESPN documentary. Obviously, Kelsey's engagement. That's not football related. But as far as like the Chiefs hype, I feel like it's been a little bit quieter. We're still talking about Josh Allen all the time. We're talking about Lamar Jackson. We're talking about can Burrow and the Bengals bounce back. But the Chiefs dominance hasn't been discussed. And I think we've been saying this the whole time. It's not going to be any worse than it's been the last 2 years from a roster and playmaking standpoint, right? If you look at it 2 years ago when they won, that was one of the worst receiving cores in the NFL. Somehow they won a Super Bowl. Team last year wasn't much better. Somehow they limp into the Super Bowl. Those young guys are only getting better. When you talk about Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice, those guys, they're going to get better. I think Mahomes is going to have a little bit of chip on his shoulder because he's heard the slander, he's heard the talk from one Sean Little,
Rice
and they're
suspended
loaded
though.
up. Yeah, he'll be
We
back.
gotta
He'll
wait
be
for
back in a
Rice to
few
get
weeks.
back.
He'll be back. That's fine. That's fine. You want to talk about a team? Let's not care until January. They're the ultimate. Let's not talk about them until January team because they always end up right there. So in all seriousness, yeah, I think that there hasn't been a lot of noise around the Chiefs from a football standpoint this offseason, which is probably how they like it. Because the last time we saw them, it wasn't their best showing, and that's going to be on their mind all year. So I'm
Yeah, I mean the
excited to see what the Chiefs do.
Hollywood Brown coming back, Xavier Worthy taking the next step could be really interesting. Look, let me put this plain and simple. I have no problem with Pat Mahomes.
Lies.
He's not my favorite quarterback in the NFL. There's no doubt
Oh.
about that. Who do you even know who my favorite quarterback is? Who do you think my favorite quarterback in the NFL is?
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, it's Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow. It's by kind of a wide margin.
Yeah, no, that's easy.
I think when we're talking about quarterback play, this guy is on another planet. So yeah, Joe
but
Burrow.
not the planet that Mahomes is on.
See, I don't want to go down this. I don't want to have this conversation because then you're going to start talking about historicals and Super Bowls and this. Right now, the best quarterback in the NFL for me is Joe Burrow, but Mahomes doesn't lose, so I have to give him that credit. I mean, the Super Bowl.
He's 21-4 in the playoffs, and the 4 losses we can name them all. We had this discussion a
Yo,
few weeks ago.
we had this. Yo, me and Nick the Quick hopped on the phone and talked about Patrick Mahomes. We were having our back and forth, and by the way, me and Big Nick the Quick are such close friends that once he starts to really like someone, I automatically don't want to root for them. So that's part of this. That's part of this Patrick Mahomes hate is because Nick loves him so much that I have to figure out a way to be contrarian with Nick. So I go back and forth and I try to hate on Patrick Mahomes, basically, is the real indicator. But yeah, when you could go to a guy and you could name that's been how long has Mahomes been in the league now? 7 years?
7 years. It's
and
long
you could go
7 years.
Hey, and you could name every single playoff loss. Let's go through them again, Nick.
Yeah. So the first one was to Tom Brady and the Patriots. I think that was second
in a shootout.
In a shootout, that was his second year. The second one was to Joe Burrow.
Yep.
The third one was to Brady and the Bucks. And the fourth one was 6 months ago to Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. That's it.
So he has 4 losses. 2 are in the Super Bowl.
2 of them in the Super Bowl. And 2 of them are to Tom Brady.
And 2 of them are to Tom Brady.
2 of them are to Tom Brady, and 2 of them are in the Super Bowl to Tom Brady and an absolute juggernaut of an Eagles team that was really built to take advantages of the weaknesses of the Chief team, which was mainly blocking the quarterback. So yeah, you remember all of his losses vividly. Like we remember the Burrow loss, right? We remember maybe not the first Brady loss as much, but you definitely remember the Super Bowl when they were on Mahomes' ass. We remember last Super Bowl, obviously, when they were on Mahomes' ass. And it's just not going to be that bad this year. If they didn't fix that offensive line, and I don't know the exact moves that they made. I know the guard came over to the Bears, but if they didn't fix that offensive line, then that's a crime because that's all that was really holding them back. So we'll see. That's a lot of Chiefs talk, but we'll see.
Yeah,